Fulani herdsmen were killed and they organized themselves and came back to revenge Governor El-Rufai. The governor of Kaduna State, Malam Nasir El-Rufai, has once again spoken. The governor, while speaking, started by making it known that the only way to keep the schools safe is to kill all the bandits in the forest. Are you actually joking? Okay. The Kaduna State governor went further and stated that the Fulani herdsmen from different African countries normally bring their cattle down towards Middle Belt and southern Nigeria. He further stated that Fulanis are in the 14 African countries, but these Fulani herdsmen came to Nigeria with their cattle and some of them were killed. Some lost their cattle, so because of that, they organized themselves and came back for revenge. Yeah, this was actually revealed. I'm not even sure. I think was this during Goodluck Jonathan's time? Around that time. El-Rufai then urged the Nigerian Air Force to bomb the forest where bandits are hiding and kill the all. According to him, nobody living in the forest is innocent and they must all be killed. The governor said, people asked if my child was kidnapped and I said I won't pay. So the only way to stop banditry is to kill them all. Fulani herdsmen from across Africa bring their cattle down towards Middle Belt and southern Nigeria. Some came from Nigeria, Cameroon, Mali, and Fulanis are in 14 African countries, mostly in West Africa. So many of them were killed, cattle lost, and they organized themselves, came back for revenge. I don't think you can kill citizens of another country again. The best thing is to capture them. I don't know why it's hard for you to capture these people. Why is killing and taking lives just the best option? I mean, it seems like they're so used to this. I think that's the only avenue to make change. Just kill them all. This government does not even show the basics of, ruling a country, which is problem solving. Again, you can't just kill off citizens of another country. Well, one can also argue that even the countries that are their citizens of, do they even care about them that much? Are their presidency, is it that good and attentive to its people abroad? For example, Nigerians could get killed somewhere or get, violated. And what's the probability or the chance that the Nigerian government, not the Nigerian people, but the Nigerian government will defend them? I mean, we literally saw in India with Nigerians being beaten up by the police and the Nigerian government did nothing. Nothing was done. There was no statements. There was no compensation. There was literally nothing. And of course, being strangers in another country, would you expect them to be treated well when they don't even treat their own well? I mean, it's so bad. I think it just gives it. You expand the topic and you go towards how in Africa, it's just nothing. It's just very, very sad because our leadership, lack of love, lack of neocolonialism in some is just, it's very sad. The Kaduna State governor has indeed made a valid point. These herdsmen killing innocent Nigerians may be revenge mission and most of them may not be Nigerians. So the only way to defeat them would just be to kill them. Negotiating with them is not really an option. You don't have to negotiate because they're in your land. You have the power to capture them. Capture as an arrest, detain, and send them back to their countries, and they will never, ever, ever be allowed to come into Nigeria again. I think that's enough punishment. Whatever would happen to them, yeah. I mean, if you want to put them in prison here, absolutely. Maybe their country will fight for them or they don't fight for them. It's we don't expect much. Unfortunately, that's how it is. So again, it's like you can't just decide to kill nationals of another country. You are literally asking for war. I mean, it depends again how, as I said before, they're respected in the other countries as well. But I don't understand how you just so your options are just to kill or negotiate. I don't understand. Who are these people? What is going on here? Someone says, El-Rufai, you invited these bandits so you have to get them back to where they have come from. Nobody killed the herders first. They started the killings in the first place. So stop talking rubbish. Don't blame innocent Nigerians for what is happening in the country now. See what your party APC has turned into. The insecurity initiated by your party APC has gotten so bad that heaven alone will decide what becomes of Nigeria very soon. A sitting governor still talking about killing. What a shame. But it's not even okay. Someone now replies to the comment and says, how does your response justify what the man said? Are you on a high? I don't know what that means. Stop with your tribalism and sentiment. It won't take you far. Well, tribalism and sentiment has taken us very far in terms of destroying our country. So obviously it will take you far in the wrong direction. But the fact is just that, again, the country, it's just so, it's just the lack of class and standard. How can a governor come out and say that the only option to curb this insecurity situation is to kill, just bomb a forest? That's what he says, because they're in forest. That's how we know that they're there, and they should go and bomb a forest, and hopefully all of them will just die off. Like, what kind of things are not done like that? Especially you being a governor, you're meant to take a lot of things into consideration. It's never black or white. But then again, it's like, what? Who are these people? The logical thinking is out of the window. We're not holding them to any sort of standard. They have no shame in terms of how they look to other governors in the world, because they're so selfish and so poverty stricken. They are so poverty stricken, where their value, is never ending and just stealing more money and more money, which makes them who they are. Because again, if they had value in themselves, I don't think, I don't think they'd want to cause hardship to their fellow people that they are meant to protect. It doesn't make sense. So again, it's so much to think in one. First of all, how a governor can come out and say that. I mean, imagine, let's say, in the UK or in the US or in Australia, a politician comes out, a governor of a state comes out and says the only way to sort out the problem is to kill everybody. Like, how does that make sense? Someone says, we Southerners should praise El-Rufai for speaking the truth, and if other Northerners, including the so-called Northern elders, have spoken the truth, like Kaduna State Governor, instead of escalating the whole issue. Well, I don't understand. Whether he speaks, okay, fine, you can speak fact or not, whether whoever you are, in spite of the messenger, the message is the message. So again, you're saying that the truth is that the best way is to kill all of them. I don't understand. What is there in just capturing or just blocking that whole forest? Why can't you you just want to kill people off? I think this country and killing is just a bit too much. Even the government now finds it justifiable to kill when it comes to solving problems, when the problem started because people were killing each other. Like, I don't understand where this sudden rush in spilling of blood became a sort of hobby. I don't understand. Like, you are a governor, you're meant to have advisors that will advise you and said, yeah, I think it's frustrating when you apply normalcy to a country like Nigeria, because things are not logically done. But I think in the comment section below, and do not forget to like and subscribe.